abbreviation of the shotgun for the light. So some new weapons in here, but it does look like we're hopping right and getting into the Skyway Stadium.
Oh my god, I am so excited. Look at this beautiful map. Oh, I remember when it first came out, I was like a little kid in Christmas, just super happy to play it nonstop. So addicted to this map. And here we go. Look at this composition. Is that a heavy, medium? So it's kind of like a season 1 play. So we're going to go straight into the action. And first blood has already happened. Spy's trying their best to stay alive, but they're going to die. It's going to be Pepe by themselves running a shotgun. Going to be able to clean one up, but not going to be fortunate enough to kill anybody else. And that's just going to be straight domination coming in already from Sam and their squad. So they are going to be getting the vault already as well. The first team that wins the gunfight usually gets control of the vault, and that is huge because they should be able to put the vault in straight away, and they're just going to have the time to set up depending on where the other team spawns. So that's going to be quite interesting how they play this out. Are they going to go to A or B? And it looks like they are going to be committing to A here. So they're just gonna. I'm going to be interested to see if they play a floor under. I feel like that's kind of like the classic strat. You put the cash box in, and then you play a floor under and you wait for it. But yet again, we're getting into another fight here, and is Pepe going to be able to clutch this up this time? But Sandbox is super low, and just like that, the fight is almost over. This is looking like straight domination right now, Rio.
Yeah, that was amazing. They really just got right into the combat right away. 2 instant, really just attacks before we even got the cash out started. So cash out is getting started. We see Sam and his team setting up, and they're just waiting to be pushed again. Now, thankfully, they bought themselves a lot of time just from that first wipe. They were able to wipe and then get the cash out started. So it's forced the other team to spawn so far away. It has been patched recently where they don't spawn as far, but it's still, look at this. By the time that they get there, a quarter of the cash out is already done. So it really puts the pressure on the pushing team, and the defending team really set up something strong. They're going slow right now, no real action. We do see them kind of just peeking and trying to push and prod and find where they're trying to go. But yeah, I'm thinking that they're going to hop down and then demat the cash out down. But they are going for kills right now. We see Vlad goes down. Rezus is getting kills left and right. See Sam is down low. He's going for the res. Rezus gets Pepe back up. And we see them jumping up, getting onto the cash out station.
Yeah.
There's that demat.
And just like that, Pero's going to be the last man standing. They only have a shotgun. They're just kind of going to give this up. Their job right now is to stay alive and kind of just wait for his teammates to come back. And that's exactly what's going to happen. They don't have much time, so they got to come in with a strategy here. They have about maybe 45 seconds to a minute to work here. And now that they're all grouped up, they're going to just try to... They try to touch it and try to bait the team, but it looks like full random needs to be on full assault here, and they're trying to get the first blood, and so close, but no. Oh no, they weren't able to clean up. Rest is trying his best to stay alive as well, trying to get a kill. They're both very low. He's gonna get 1 kill. The healing being coming through, and just like that, it's gonna look like Abbysal Assault is gonna be winning this first fight, which is very interesting because it's kind of crazy how the finals works. They lost the first fight, they lose the second fight, but then they win the 2 most important ones, and just like that, they went from it looked like straight domination. It looks like they were getting dominated to them actually just straight up winning.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened. They used every last second to make sure that they could push in there, steal the cash out, and then I'm not sure if you noticed or not, but the whole time that they were fighting, both of the teammates that were alive were on Abyssal Assault were low.
Yeah.
Barely had any health, and it really just would have taken one amazing move from full random just to kind of get in there and get a few shots off, and we would have seen a different outcome completely. So amazing heals going off by, I believe it's Rezus. It might be Pepe who is getting the heals, but we'll see here in a second. No, it does look like...
It's Pepe, yeah.
It is Pepe getting the heals. Okay, so he's doing great right now. And right now, they're in kind of a classic setup. The vault has been opened, but they are both kind of just sitting on each side of the roof. This is where they like to do a lot of chip damage to each other and just see if they can get 1 kill to kind of get an easy entryway into what they were trying to do.
Exactly, but it does look like Full Random doesn't want to continue the fight. They have control of the vault yet again, and they're just going to be rotating around. But Abyssal Assault, they know exactly where they're going. They're not giving up the map for free. So they're actually just going to meet them at C. We're going to be able to see another fight here. So whoever wins this fight is going to get control of the cash out in the beginning. And they have already fought. They already have started the zip line coming through. So they already have high control here. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play this out. And I'm trying to pay attention to the guns that they're using. And, you know, it looks like a lot of people are deciding to use. It looks like it's still the Lewis gun. I like to see the FAMAS. That's kind of switching it up. And then once again, the shotgun coming in from medium. So kind of like a season 1 meta still almost. But the fight has started already. Para in full pursuit, trying to get a kill here. The damage coming in, just one shot, just one more. You just gotta tickle him. You have to hit those shots. You have to hit those shots. Going in for the rest, but he's missing every shot. But there it is, finally cleaning up. Oh my god, that was so scary for them.
That was pretty embarrassing, honestly. And I love that he just gave up at some point. It was like, I'm going to res my team. Can't do this alone. I'm missing. And that is the what you get with that shotgun, because it is such a tight pattern on there. I honestly thought it was a slug that was shooting out for a while until I went into a test range and was like, nope. It just got a tight little circle. So it does look like we are going to get cash out 2 started on C.
Yeah, no, that player was literally, they must have been 1 health. And the fact that they were still being the one being aggressive, I love that. I love that. They were like, you know what? I might be at 1 health, but you're pretty low too. If I hit you one time, it could go either way. But you're right. They decided to go for the rest, which was the smarter move for sure. Because if they end up dying, at least they have another teammate that can clean up house, right? But yeah, although the fight just ended, the fight is gonna restart right back up. And look at the healing beam. Oh, but that was a really good rocket coming in, but it was good for damage, but that's only gonna delay them for a few seconds. And now full random, they're not gonna have a rocket for this fight. And not having a rocket is very important, because that rocket does a lot of damage. It can literally win you a fight. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to be playing this out. Oh, and that is a very interesting play. I love this coming in. And the fight has already started before random. It looks like they're going to win this. And wow, although they were almost caught by surprise, it just didn't matter.
Yeah, that was truly an amazing play, because I saw the zipline go up and go into the wall, and I was like, what is their plan here? Are they going to try and break it? But no, they dematted it instantly, and you could tell that full random was caught off guard, because they didn't expect that at all. And that's what we're here for. That was an amazing play, just true strategy, and really cool to see. And I think they're going to go for it again. It does look like they're hopping in to C. They're going to have one last push to get onto point. And this is going to come down to it. If they can secure this, we'll see one more cash out. If not, we might see the end right here and right now. But they have to push. It does look like they're on C, going for the steal. A lot of damage going down. One teammate going down. Look at the shotgun kills. Oh. Pepe is down, and they are going to secure this. So we will get to see one more cash out, and this will be the deciding one.
Wow, just like that, we're going to the last and final cash out. So whoever wins this one is going to get map 1, and you definitely want to be the team that wins the first map. It's kind of like a statement, right? It's like, hey, we beat you the first map. We have that advantage. We have that momentum going. So I do imagine, and this is just my prediction, whoever wins map 1 is going to win map 2. I don't know about map 3, but whoever wins map 1 is going to win map 2. That is my personal prediction. So, if it is full random, I am expecting them to win the second map. So that's going to be interesting to see. Now, I am kind of sad I'm not seeing any lights here. It looks like it's still a double medium heavy composition, and although the mesh shield ended up getting nerfed pretty hard, I thought the mesh shield got nerfed to the ground pretty much, but it looks like people are still deciding to use this mesh shield. Why do you think so, actually?
I think just because nothing else provides you this kind of coverage, nothing provides you this kind of safety. Even though it's like it can't take as much damage, it still buys you those critical seconds. And it pulls your team together in one area, so you can heal, you can kind of get a steal, at least get one started, and it's just still such a versatile, powerful tool. So the nerfs that they've made this season are really quite amazing, and I think that the game right now is in a really good state of balance. So we do see another vault fight going on. They are quite a ways from the vault, but they are just fighting in this staircase because they feel like it. We see a res come off. Pepe got a great res on his teammate. And we're looking at Para. It does look like their team might have the advantage. Jumping into the stairwell gets Pepe down. His team is quite low, so they need to play it smart. Gets a great heal. Para is going for this. And I'm assuming that they're going to grab Vault 3 now because they did get a team wipe.
Yeah, just like that, full random yet again, full wiping. They're completely dominating the map, which is exactly what we saw in the very beginning. But as we know it, this is the finals. Anything can happen last second. You can have a team dominating 99% of the match, and then you miss one shotgun bullet, and that's the reason why you lose. So it's going to be quite interesting to see if Abbysal Assault can kind of bring it back, because they need to win a team fight here. They have to. They're in a losing streak right now, essentially, and they're just gonna go on full aping again. Are they gonna come up with another beautiful strategy here? And yeah, looks like they're gonna open up this wall and try to get some peeking shots, but unfortunately for them, it's not gonna result in anything much, but just kind of just tickling them a little bit. And full random is definitely just laughing off the damage. But here we go, and next the team fight going on. Restus is already at 100 health. It's not looking good for them. And oh, but a lot of trades coming in. Sam trying their best to get the wipe, and Sam with the double, very nasty shots. Gonna be able to secure those kills, being able to get the revive. And again, full random once again winning that fight, and look at the time, Rio. They don't have much time. It's not looking too good.
That was an amazing fight because it got down to just one-on-one right at the end, and they were able to just get those kills with that shotgun. The shotgun on the heavy is so powerful right now, and yeah, just two amazing kills. This will be the last push. We do see that Full Random has the height advantage. Bubble shield goes down. A lot of jumping, a lot of damage. Tries to go for a res, but he can't get it. And I believe there's only one team left on this. Yeah, and there's another team wipe. So this will secure it, and Full Random will get this first map.
Oh my God, Rio, that was one of the most saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. You had, I'm not sure who it was on Abbysal Assault. I gotta remember the name, but the heavy player, they had the rocket launcher out.
Remember, folks, historically, it's been all about that fast start.
To do is just get chip damage, see if they can get one kill down, just get that advantage, and they're not even fighting over the vault. Vault hasn't even been touched yet, so this is almost kind of a show of power, who can kind of assert their dominance and really kind of get in there. First vault is being opened. It does look like it's being opened by Abbysal Assault, and no, I'm sorry, it does look like it's being opened by Full Random, and Full Random is the team that won the first match, and it does look like they have the advantage here coming in already.
They do indeed open up the box already, so they have a little bit of an advantage, but this is still anyone's game. And I mean, I'm not sure about Abbysal Assault, but they don't really have the guns to be able to win this long range fight. I mean, they have the Lewis gun, but that gun has so much recoil. It is very hard to control. But here comes the jump pad play. They're still trying to keep that momentum going. They're trying to keep this height advantage here. But Sam and his squad are definitely not going to give it up, as they're going to use the jump pad for themselves, and they're going to be able to win get a couple of kills and get the revive right away. And this should be a straight domination yet again. And just once again, they haven't lost the last like 5 to 6 team fights. It's just a 3v1, and it's just not much that, you know, Abbysal Assault can do in that situation. It's just like that. They're gonna get control of the vault, and they should be able to set up. And you were right. This is not floating platform. So I do expect some of these.
The mid is down, so it is duck and cover. The duck has squashed the church, and we have a big open area. And this does lead to some interesting fights because it is more open and you play a little off of point. You can see exactly this right now. They're getting set up on the rooftops, and we can honestly see both Full Random and Abyssal Assault setting up on each of the rooftops. This is where the fight's going to happen until somebody feels bold enough to push. We might see this happening right now from Spy. I do see the team starting to move. And we see a turret being set up on from Para, so it does seem like they're wanting to stay and anchor, and it does seem like Abyssal Assault wants to push in. But they are just taking this really slow. Like, we're almost halfway through this cash out, and there's no fighting yet. It's a bit odd. I don't know what their strategy is, and I don't know what Pepe is doing right now either. Maybe some grand master plan, but we'll have to see. They're taking such an approach to this. I'm honestly baffled this time because the timer is just running out, and we're not really seeing any commitment on anything just yet.
Yeah, so this cash out is just super hard to get. It's just out in the open, right? So, I mean, honestly, I personally think the only way they can win this is if somebody flanks, and they just need to get positioning. That's exactly what Pepe has. He has good positioning right now. Wasn't able to hit too crazy of a shots, but he's gonna go right down. He needs to get a lot of damage here, and oh, some great bullets, but he had to reload. That is very unfortunate. But they need to play really aggressive here. Time is running low, and you know what? For Random, it's just literally just running. They don't even want to engage in a fight, and at least not until now. Pepe very low, gonna be the first one taken out, unfortunately. And but wait, this is a very close fight. It can go either way. But wait, let me see. Oh, Vlad ended up okay. So Full Random ended up winning again. So for this cash out, Rio, it's kind of honestly is really hard to just take back. Whoever puts the ball in pretty much almost always wins it. I personally think the only way to win it is to separate, right? Make some noise, show all three players, and then all of a sudden all three should be hiding. And one of those mediums, whoever doesn't have that shotgun, right, needs to go and try to get a flank going, right? And as soon as the two teammates start engaging, then you go on that flank and try to get a sneaky pick. That's kind of the only way I see yourself kind of winning that, or trying to get positioning with the crane. But both of those things didn't happen, and you know it's just gonna be Full Random taking advantage of their positioning. And again,
they're going for a push right now, hopping into the roof of the enemy team, and look at the damage. The fighting has just gotten started. A lot of teammates down to half health. It looks like Vlad and Sam's trying to bring back Farah, and it does look like he gets the res, but Vlad goes down in the process. So far as at half health, trying to help his teammate out. Look at that, he goes for the res as well. He brings Vlad back. Ooh, the shooting in between the rooftops, between the windows, I mean. And wow, the bounce pads, it is just chaos here. And this is not even fighting for a reason. Like, the vault is there, nobody's got it in. But it does look like Full Random again. They are just able to just stomp on Abyssal Assault right now. Every engagement, every fight that we're seeing, they are just coming out on top. They don't even get all three down. I don't know if we've seen them wipe in a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a while. So, okay, so what I need to see from Abyssal Assault here is take a quite different approach. It looks like every time they go for the team fight, they're looking for Random, and then they're trying to steal. I would like to see them go for the steal first and kind of just bait for Random into them instead. But they're gonna go once again straight into the fight, and it looks like they're being successful this time. A lot of players are low. Pero running for his life, and he's gonna be taken down. And this actually might be the fight that Abyssal Assault wins, and we're gonna have Sam just kind of playing for his life. And you know what? I said I wanted them to play a little bit different, but you know what? They ended up playing full aggro, and they finally were successful with that. They weren't able to get the full wipe, so that's a little bit scary, but they were able to win the fight overall, and they were able to get the steal. So now they're just sitting in Crane, and the thing about Crane is that they can just take it down, and that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to take the jump pad, and all three of them are going to land in the roof. That's perfect. And I don't think they know, but they actually have one person sitting in the bottom. They could actually pinch this. They could take the 3v2 or try to single the single player out, and Sam is going to be the one playing really aggro with the shotgun. And is he going to be successful? He's going in the window, and he's definitely in position to get some very good shots here.
Yeah, and Vlad just went down on the Full Random side, and so right now it does look like the Abyssal Assault is going to be able to hold this cash out. This will come down to the last fight, the last few seconds, and we see that we're in the last quarter of this cash out, and And boy, it is just chaos in this little roof attic area. And we just see people dropping. I believe the cash out is on the second floor, so it did drop down one. Oh, look at that amazing RPG from Vlad, but it wasn't able to connect enough. And I actually think he took some self-damage from that. So it does look like Abyssal Assault was able to kind of sneak one in, because by the time that they end up respawning, they will have cash out C done and put in their pocket.
I love that. I love that. So we have Abyssal Assault fighting back, being able to win the second cash out. So we're going to be once again going into the final cash out here. And notice how they didn't stay at the cash out. They, like you said, Rio, by the time full random respawns, that cash out is going to be gone. So I like how Abyssal Assault are aware enough to try to get map control, right? They got the wipe. So instead of just staying right there and just camping, waiting for them to respawn, they went straight into hide. They went into the middle of the map, trying to predict where the next ball is going to be. Unfortunately for them, the ball is going to be across the map, so it is going to be full random with the first touch. But you know what? The first touch doesn't matter in 3v3, so they do have height advantage, and that's really good. I mean, I kind of want to just see Abyssal Assault just kind of camp it out here. If I'm dead and I'm not aping, there's just no point in aping, but that's what they're going to do. They said, oh, we need to know how to play this game. We're going to pull in, we're going to show you how to play the finals, and Pepe being almost taking that out, but this charge is slammed, doing damage, but just not enough. Going to be taken out, trying their best to play full aggressive, and look who's going to win. It's full random, and again, this is what I was saying. You don't have to play aggressive there. You have the height advantage. You just kind of have to camp it out. You should be waiting for the other team to make a play, because they're kind of forced to make the play, right? But you know, they are going to decide to play aggressive. They are going to get punished by it. I did not agree with the call, and you know, we kind of just saw their mistake just happen in real time, and I really hope that they learn from this mistake, right? Like this, when you have the height advantage, you shouldn't be giving it up, and they're going to be going straight into a fight again. But ooh, very sneaky going on from Abyssal Assault, crouching. I'm going to be interested to see if I kind of want to see them go for a steal here, just to bait it out.
I think that's what they're doing. They're trying to make no noise so that they're just kind of invisible, but it didn't work because they were looking right into that staircase, and oh my gosh, they are just raining damage down on them. So I'm pretty sure everybody in there took quite a lot of damage. But it does seem like it's being stolen by Abyssal Assault right now. So, and it does. The steal was successful. They were able to get in there. Their sneaky tactic did work a little bit, but we do see a lot of fighting happening right now. They're hopping up and down the levels and just trying to get any kill that they can to get the slightest advantage in here, because this is the last fight. This one will determine who wins this map or not. And so we see going for the steal. I see that full random is going to grab it back, pretty much uncontested. Now they only have to hold it for half of the time.
Wow, and just like that, and notice they were able to steal it because they ended up doing a lot of damage to Abyssal Assault. So they felt pretty confident in stealing that. It's like, what are you gonna do about it? One of your players is one shot. If you try to stop us, we'll win the gunfight, and that's kind of the reason why Abyssal Assault didn't really contest it. And it's just going to be Spy just trying to stay alive. I want to see Spy kind of just closing in right now. They literally only have like 20 seconds, like 30 seconds left, 45 seconds left. They have to play really aggressive, and that's kind of what they've been doing this whole time, just kind of just full aping. And this is the time. This is the time to full ape, and Zipline is going to come through. There's not much time left at this point. Even if they win the gunfight, they're not going to be able to do much. They kind of just have to go for the steal here,
and they weren't able to get it. That's it.
Yeah,
random
that's
has
going
it.
to be it. Oh my lord. Yeah, and just like that, just like I predicted, the team that won the first map is going to win the second map, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Full random once again, starting off this winners finals with a 2-0 lead. Just going at the speed limit, because that's kind of all you have to do, right? And just like that, boom, map number 3, Skyway Stadium. Oh my god, I love this map. And ooh, Bolt's gonna be spawning in already, and look at that.
Strategy and a whole lot of cash.
And look at that. It's gonna. I'm trying to see whose teams kind of just spawned in. It's the pink team. I can't really see the names right now. I would imagine it's Abyssal Assault, but they're really gonna get yeah, it's gonna be Para's team. So that's actually full random. They're gonna be able to get the vault right away. But if you notice this in this vault position, yeah, sure, they got the vote, and you might think they have the advantage, but you know, they kind of don't because you know, Abyssal Assault kind of just has map control right now. They're just it's kind of like a chase right now. Wherever full random goes, Abyssal Assault is going to be right there in front of them, right? So it's going to be really hard for them to get this push. So we're going to see a little bit of a slowdown here. A couple of trading shots. They just kind of have to ape right now. Full random just kind of have to ape it, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna risk it for the biscuit. They have the RPG out, and they got the jump pad out. This RPG is gonna be huge. Only gonna be able to hit one though. Gonna be getting them to half health, but the fight has started. This is anyone's game right now. Para the last man standing, but everyone's low. Para's gonna be able to get one, but look at his health, literally at one health. But he's going to be able to get the revive, but it doesn't matter. That revive did not matter. And Abyssal Assault, fortunately enough, they did, like I said, although full random had the vote advantage, Abyssal Assault kind of had control of the entire map. So they were able to clean up house. And that's exactly what you saw. And very interested to see. Notice how they didn't put the vote straight into the cash out. If you're new to the finals or maybe haven't really played in a high level gameplay, usually when you get a wipe, you do not want to put the vault in, because if you put the vault in right away before the enemy spawns, they're actually going to spawn right in front of you. But look at where the team spawned. They spawned across the map. And the only reason they spawned across the map is because they ended up waiting on putting the vault in, which is a little strategy for you all to try out if you haven't seen that before. If you get a full team wipe, do not put the vault in the cash out right away. Wait for the team that you wipe to spawn, to force them across the map, and then put it in, right? It just gives you those first 5-second advantage where they kind of just have to play a little bit more aggressive, and the jump pad is out. I do not want to see them play aggressive. I did not want to see this, but you
what
know
are they
They're
doing?
going to be doing it right away, and they're going to be losing the team fight. Oh, but it's Pepe.
Well, there goes Sam. Is down to just Pepe, and he is trying to res his teammate. He brings Ruzis back. But Abyssal Assault is not in a good spot here, and they end up getting wiped. Why did they push?
Oh
they had
my God.
all the time in the world. They couldn't, even if that full random had waited, they would have gotten them to here. Like, this is when they would have just now been hitting the point, and there would have been a fight here, and they could have delayed. But they pushed. Why are they just trying to, like, swing like they are the kings here when they're the underdogs? What are you doing? Rethink your strategy. Come on, team. Show us why you're here. But amazing play from full random, because they were able to completely stop that, and it looks like they will take this vault as long as they can hold it for about 10 more seconds. So they just got to play distraction tactics, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, even if Abyssal Assault wins this fight, they're not gonna win the cash out. And you know what? Them aping is not a bad play, but like that play only works if you get a first blood or if you do enough damage, specifically on the healer, right? If the healer's low, then they're kind of just out of the fight. But they ape when everyone was still full health, and that was their #1 mistake. They need to do the damage first, and then they need to ape. But just them flying in the air when everyone's full health, it's just they're just in the air and they're just saying, "Hey, I'm here, just shoot me." And that's kind of what happened. They kind of just jump padded everyone full health, and they ended up losing the team fight. And it also looks like they weren't able to prioritize one player. Everyone kind of did their own thing in the fight, trying their best to do as much damage as possible, and they just weren't able to coordinate that. So in the future, I only want to see them give up positioning if they do damage to at least one player. If they're not doing damage to one player, then just stay put.
Yeah, no, and that is a spot-on analysis. We do see a fight happening on the roof. Vault hasn't been tapped, so this is just kind of more of a dominance play. We do see Ruzis jump around and follow his teammate down. Those little ladder areas can be a little difficult on this part, but we do see Sam just kind of hold up in one of the areas, waiting those last 10 seconds for his teammates to respawn. He's running down, and you can see that they're trying to get the team wipe, because if they get him down before his teammate's able to coin in, and it would be a team wipe, and they'd be down for 20 more seconds. But if you can see, I believe one of their teammates was able to coin in right at that last second, so they were able to get Sam down, but not the entire team. So now we have to wait again for his teammates to respawn. So it should be on about a 20-second cooldown, and I think that this will allow, who is that? full random. No, it is Abyssal Assault to get this cash out started.
I will say, because this is essentially quick cash, right? I think it actually delays more time if you keep one person alive rather than full wiping them. I think when you full wipe a team, they respawn in about like 10-15 seconds.
Yeah.
But if you keep one player alive, that's a way longer cooldown where that one last player kind of just has to sit in the corner for like 20 seconds or so. So it is kind of the move low key to keep one player alive because it does delay more time. I think the only difference is that when that one player stays alive and if they're close to the cash out, they will respawn kind of close to that last player. So it's a high risk, high reward type of play. But just like that, we're gonna have Abyssal Assault finally win the vault fight, and they're gonna be playing like, okay, this RPG needs to be on point. But again, you gotta be taking that jump pad, and just like that, they're gonna be at low health, and Ressus just trying their best to stay alive, but they're gonna get eating up alive, and Para as well, just getting another kill, and it's just one play. I think that was a full wipe.
It was a wipe. Yeah, we missed
Yeah.
a kill, but yeah, that a very unfortunate wipe, and it is gonna put this in full random's court and make it where they have one last push. And I hate to see it, but full random is great on defense right now, and I think that comparatively, this is in the bag. I think that full random is about to take this in 3 maps, pretty uncontested. Yeah, so here's the push. Here they're moving in, and Abyssal Assault really needs to just dive onto it. It does look like they use the DMAT to get in there. They are going for the steal. Bubble shield goes down, healing going off. I think that they got him off of the cash out just long enough, and that should be it. We do CLC fighting, but oh, doesn't even matter because full random gets the team wipe and all of their teammates up. I think one person went down in total in that entire fight from full random. So there you have it. Full random has taken map 3, and not only that, but all 3 maps, and has completely wiped Abyssal Assault. Yeah, that was quite a